my final update for September 2020. Ahoy hoy everybody, and welcome to my final update for September 2020. It's a big stack, which is why I didn't hold it up at the start. You'll have to bear with me. I've got Willow on my lap. She went to the vets today to be spayed, and she's come back and she's feeling very sorry for herself. So I'm keeping an eye on her. Bless her. So some of this I've already shown, some of it I haven't. As usual, I'll start with the stuff I haven't shown. So if you've already watched the rest of it, you can skip at the end. The stuff I've already shown is almost entirely stuff I bought at my two local record shops at the start of the month, which I did a video for. I have been back to both of those record shops this month, so I will be showing stuff from them that I have subsequently bought. So first up is from Heathen Chemistry in Fareham. I bought The Four Sides of Melanie. So this is the fourth Melanie album I've picked up lately. This is a compilation. I've listened to one of them so far, really enjoyed it, so we'll be picking up as much of her stuff as possible. Where are you going, Go? Here you go. I'm going down. Okay, you be careful. Yeah. So yes, this is a compilation. They're claiming it's German, but on Discogs it looks very much like the UK cover to me. The German one was slightly darker. Double album, hence the Four Sides of, and it's sort of themed. Side 1 portrays the formative years of her career. Side 2 is a commercial side. Side 3 is personal interpretations of her favourite songs, so cover versions basically. And side 4 could be called Melanie in Wonderland, shows her whimsical imagination. And it's on Buddha Records. Shut my door. Now she's gone out. Not been cleaned yet, but they're always play tested. There. Sort that in a minute. Okay, I've been keeping an eye out for this and waiting for it to be at the right price, and $4.99 was the right price. This is Shinoda Connor's I Do Not Want What I Have Not Got. Primarily I got this for Nothing Compares to You, but I do like Shinoda Connor. I have her greatest hits on CD. I Feel Stretched on Your Grave, Three Babies, Emperor's New Clothes. I believe I also know from that compilation. Original Inner with lyrics. It's on Ensign through Chrysalis. Then, if you watched the video that I recorded at the start of the month for my visits, I mentioned two records that I regretted not picking up. I've picked them up. Thankfully they were still there. So this is one of them. This is Genesis Live, The Way We Walk, Part 1, or so Volume 1, The Shorts. So this live album was released in two halves. The Shorts, which is the more commercial poppy singles. Just keeping an eye on Willow. And The Longs, which was the more proggy stuff. So this is The Shorts on Virgin. Come on there if you want. Custom labels. There we go. So this has got Land of Confusion, No Son of Mine, Jesus He Knows Me, Throwing It All Away, I Can't Dance, Mama, Hold On My Heart, That's All, In Too Deep, Tonight, 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 and The Invisible Touch. It's pretty much a greatest hits. It's got the original inner sleeve, and it also contains the original flyer for The Longs in five different languages. So I'll be keeping an eye out for that. Then we have, this wasn't one of the ones I left behind, this is Dexter's Midnight Runners 2IA. I have Dexy's most recent album, the Irish cover songs, you know, traditional songs one. I bought a signed CD set of that. But I do like Dexys, so I've decided to pick up their stuff. So this is sort of the big album for them. It's got Jackie Wilson Said and Come On Eileen on it, amongst others. Again, the original inner, custom labels. This was the other one that I'd left behind last time. This is Eric Clapton's 24 Nights. So this is another double live album. I say another double live, it's another double album and it's another live album, but I've not shown a double live album so far. Nice gatefold, artwork by Peter Blake. So this was when he did 24 Nights at the Albert Hall, and there were different themed nights. So each side of this is a different theme. So side one is 4-piece band, and that's sort of that's Badge, Running on Faith, White Room, Sunshine of Your Love. Side two is blues band, which is Watch Yourself, Have You Ever Loved a Woman, Worried Life Blues, and Hoodoo Man. Side three is a 9-piece band, which is Pretending, Bad Love, Old Love, and Wonderful Tonight. And side four is with an orchestra, and that's Bell Bottom Blues, Hard Times, and Edge of Darkness. Got the original inner sleeves. Gently, Willow. Gently, darling. And it's on Reprise and Duck Records. Where are we? And then I actually went on Record Store Day Drop 2. Unfortunately, I was working, so I couldn't get there till later on. And there was 3 titles I was after, but unfortunately I could only get one of them. And it was this one. This is Ellie Goulding's Lights 10. So I was also after the Hot Rats and the Yardbirds. Hot Rats, I might still be able to get. They were told that they'd probably be able to order some more. But if I don't get them, it's not the end of the world because I got it on CD. Yardbirds was just well, it would be nice. So again, it's not the end of the world if I don't get it. So yes, this is Ellie Goulding's Lights album, 10th anniversary, I presume, Lights 10. Yeah, 2010 it came out. So it's got the original, I lied. It's not the original album, it's the extended album that came out later that includes Your Song, which obviously the cover of the Elton John song that was on the John Lewis advert. But then it's got 5 remixes that have never been on vinyl before. Like the Ellie Goulding album I showed last month, which is her newest album, this is all on recycled packaging. See, it didn't come in shrink at all. It's got this little sticker on it. This product is shrink wrap free because we love our planet. For more details, go to blah 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 blah. As a result, there may be some scuffing to the sleeve that has occurred in transit. And again, recycled sleeves. And it's on recycled vinyl, but it's unlike the Supergrass 10-inch I got last Record Store Day. This is recycled black vinyl, so it's not overly exciting. But 180 grams. All right, darling. Look out. There we go. But yeah, pleased to have got that. Again, if I hadn't have got this, it wouldn't have been the end of the world because I've got CD of the original album anyway. Okay. I have this next one I'd forgotten I'd ordered, but I'm really pleased I did. So, they've released Guns N' Roses' Greatest Hits on vinyl for the first time. And they did a limited splatter vinyl variant, which has proven really hard to get hold of. But apparently, I ordered one from Amazon. I didn't realise until the dispatch notice came. Oh, did I? So it's on gold with red and white splatter. Very pretty. Get in. But it's a nice overview of proper Guns N' Roses. It doesn't include anything from Chinese Democracy, thankfully. Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child of Mine, Shadow of Your Love, Patience, Paradise City, Knocking on Heaven's Door, Civil War, which might possibly be my favourite Guns N' Roses track. You Could Be Mine, Don't Cry, the original version. November Rain, Live and Let Die, Yesterdays, Ain't It Fun, Since I Don't Have You, and Sympathy for the Devil. So, glad I picked that up. This is the latest in the PJ Harvey reissues, so I've shown, previous 2 months I've shown some of these, and we're on to album 3, which is To Bring You My Love. So this is the Demos album, which is completely unreleased. Yeah, nothing on here has been released before. All the demo albums are sort of white labels, which is nice. I have listened to the demos because I got the CD as well, as I have been doing. I won't go into it all again. Excellent as ever. And this is the original album, which I've owned on CD since it came out, but nice to have on vinyl at last. And they both come with download cards. Excellent, excellent album. Okay, then let's get a little bit out of order. That's better. This is a new album by Matt Berry, the actor, comedian, and singer-songwriter. This is Phantom Birds, signed on the cover, as you can see. The handy poster tube that just reaches far enough for me to shut the door. She pushes it open. I haven't listened to this yet. I have got the CD as well, also signed, but again, I still haven't listened to it yet. It's in my to-listen pile. This was a limited edition variant through Acid Jazz, his record label, and it is on, very staticky, bone-coloured vinyl. It looks pretty white on the camera, but in the flesh it definitely isn't just white, if you see what I mean. Excuse me. She's found food. BJ Cole was on steel guitar on this as well. Oi! Oi! Madam? Okay. So, as I say, I also went to Slice of Vinyl for a second time this month, and beforehand I hit the charity shops in Gosport, picked up a CD and 1 album. Really pleased to have got this for £1. This is Sonia Easton's The Lover in Me. I have this on CD, and the reason it is part of my collection is because it contains 2 tracks. Yeah, 101 and Cool Love, written and produced by Joey Coco, better known as Mr. Prince Rogers Nelson. So it's in good condition, needs a clean, but, you know, it's surface marks, but nothing major, I don't think. But for £1, it was worth the risk anyway. So yeah, really thrilled to have found that. Okay, then in Slice of Vinyl, I went primarily to pick up my Sign of the Times box set, which Kieran had sorted out for me very kindly. And when I got up there, his shop's sort of in 2 halves, and it's pretty small. It's sort of... Oh, careful, Willow. Oh, bless you. You're right. It's sort of... It's 2 record racks and sort of a person width in between in each half, so you can only have sort of 2 people in each half at one time at the moment. So there was 2 people browsing, so I went through to the other room while I waited, He got some Prince 12 inches in that I wanted to look at, which you'll see in a second. But whilst I was there, I also browsed through the singles, which I don't very often. I picked up one Prince one, another Love a Hole in Your Head. I do have this on 7-inch, but which I did actually buy from there on my first ever trip there. But it was the poster bag version, and I didn't have the standard version. So picked that one up. And then I also spotted from my Bond collection 7-inch of Sam Smith's Writing on the Wall, or Writings on the Wall rather. One of my least favourite Bond themes. I'm not a big fan of Sam Smith's voice. But pleased to have found that. I have just the No Time to Die, Billie Eilish's Bond theme, being pressed on limited, I think it's Smoke, vinyl 7-inch, which, excuse me, it's alright, alright. Which Kieran was only able to get 4 copies of, I think it was, and they'd all been claimed before I saw the post on Facebook. However, I think it was today or yesterday, HMV announced they had it for sale, so I pre-ordered that from HMV. And then I also saw today that Amazon have got a limited ice vinyl version, so I've ordered that as well. So yes, he posted a video. He bought a massive collection, 2,000-ish items from somebody, and he'd sort of been showing it off, you know, showed the albums first, and then he showed the 12 inches, still hasn't shown the 7 inches. And he had a load of Prince ones in there, and most of them I've already got in one form or the other, but they all looked in really nice condition, so I thought, sod it, I'll have them. Fortunately, by the time I got there, Purple Rain had sold. But I did pick up Let's Go Crazy, which has also got Take Me With You and Erotic City. On the typical Purple Rain era Warner Brothers label. And this next one, when I popped it on, I haven't listened to it to check yet, but it does look like it. Might be one of the rarer misprint versions of Paisley Park. So as you can see, the A side is meant to be Paisley Park and She's Always in My Hair, and the B side is remix of Paisley Park. But the misprint version has She's Always in My Hair on both sides. Now looking at this, it really looks, let's see if I can get it in the light. It's a miserable afternoon, so I've had to put an extra light on. Yeah, can you just see at the top there? That looks like a track split, in which case it could very well be the misprint version, which makes the £5 I paid for it a bit of a bargain, because it normally goes for about £15, a misprint version. Then I've got I Would Die For You, back with Another Lonely Christmas, and Free from 1999. Again on the Purple Rain era label. I apologise, this is clearly going to be a long video because I've still got quite a bit to show. Then Doves. Sorry, When Doves Cry, back with 17 Days. And again, on that label. And Raspberry Beret extended remix, back with Hello, Hello extended remix, which I only have the 2017, I think it was, Record Store Day release of. I don't have an original. Well, I do now, but I didn't have. So I was glad to pick this one up. Yeah, so those were the Prince 7 inches he'd got in. And then, as I say, I was primarily there just to pick up my Sign of the Time stuff, but I had to have a browse anyway, and I did pick up a few items. So I've mentioned in previous videos, because A, I've got the stereo box set, the mono box set, the US box set, and all the original CDs, plus B, Mum's got a load of their original albums in the loft. I've been avoiding getting the Beatles on vinyl. I did pick up the Beatles and Tony Sheridan because I didn't have that in any form. I decided a few weeks ago that I was going to get the Red and Blue albums. Those were the first Beatles albums I owned, but on cassette. So they've got a place in my heart anyway. And it's just a nice, until I do end up getting the whole collection, which will be once I nick Mum's basically and then fill in my gaps when I've got a bit more room down here. If I get a bit more room down here. They'll be just sort of nice, you know, placeholders. I mean, I do have a Beatles singles collection on vinyl as well. But so he had the red album. So I picked that one up for £15. When I put it in Discogs, I think it's an original 70s pressing. I'm not 100%, but it seemed to be. It would be nice to get one of the red and blue vinyl, or in a red vinyl in this case, and blue vinyl, for the blue album versions. And if I do find them, I might pick them up and maybe trade this one in. But happy to have this at last. Blue album is actually my favourite of the two, but sort of the end, towards the end of this one, sort of the second disc, I love. I like all Beatles, but sort of something on my nose now. Sort of the later we get, the more I enjoy, to an extent. Then another Dexys. This was actually the first one I picked up. I went to Slice of Vinyl before I went to Heathen Chemistry. I didn't realise when I picked this up that this wasn't a proper album. So this is Gino. And what this is a compilation of the A's and B sides of their singles from 1980 to 1983, I think it is. Something like that. I just assumed this was the album that Gino came from, but then once I saw this was a compilation of course not, that's Young Soul Rebels, or whatever it's called. A bit of ringwear, as you can see, but that's not a problem. Late Night Feelings. But regardless, happy to have picked it up. But I will get the rest of their catalogue as and when. These I'd seen him show in a video and asked him to put by for me. I think it was the album section of this big haul that he'd bought. So this is Taja Savell's self-titled debut album, which again I have on CD. I actually have a signed CD of it. And this is on Paisley Park, Prince's record label, which is why I wanted it. And he also wrote Wouldn't You Love to Love Me, which is a very old song of his. Was that the only one he wrote on this? Yes. The big hit from this is Love Is Contagious, probably the only song of hers people really know. But yeah, on the standard Paisley Park label. Here comes your wounded soldier. What are you doing? Slipping further and further back. But yeah, looks in really good condition. Then Maze featuring Frankie Beverly live. Called anything out? Live in New Orleans. Oi. I don't own any Frankie Beverly with Maze. I really only know them through Prince mentioning them in songs and covering them. So this has got Joy and Pain on it, which I definitely have Prince's covers of. Oi! Stop it! I know you're hungry, but you're not allowed any yet. But I don't know any of the other tracks. It's very dusty, this. But nice double vinyl live album. I'm sure I shall enjoy. Nice bit of classic 70s funk on Capitol. Willow. Apologies for the rustling if you can hear it. So again, this I saw him a video and asked him to put by. How did you get into that? Yeah, so it'd be interesting to give that a listen. And I also, this is the last one that I haven't shown. This is one I asked him to put by. This was Shaka Khan, I Feel For You album. I have a 12-inch of her version of I Feel For You. But thought I'd get the album since he had it. Willow, stop it. Nice original inner, which is poly-lined, which is nice, on Warner Brothers. Okay, so that's 25 minutes of the stuff I haven't already shown. And I will quickly whiz through. I won't show you any of the vinyl, bar maybe one. But I'll quickly show you what I've already shown. If you want to see any of this in more detail, watch the whole video from the start of this month. Well, you'll see this in October, start of September. We have Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John, which is for my classic albums for the first time series. Thanks to, I'll put your name on the screen because I can't remember who pointed out to me. I checked, and yes, this is, disc 1 looks red when you hold it to the light, disc 2 looks more purple, but it is one of those pressings. We have U2's The Unforgettable Fire. This is one of the albums that was suggested to me after my first listen to the Joshua Tree album to sample. That's a bit of VCLT I still need to sort out, so I won't show that. They were both from Slice of Vinyl. This is from Heathen Chemistry, 20 Greatest Hits of Jackie Wilson. This is also Heathen Chemistry, Eric Clapton's Eric Clapton album. And Eric Clapton's EC Was Here. And Genesis Three Sides Live. House Martin's London Nil Hull 4. Joe Jackson's Jumpin' Jive. Melanie's Candles in the Rain. Stop it! Oh shit! Right, apologies for that. I was rescuing that bag that had food in it, but Willow's not allowed, and in doing so knocked over my blackcurrant squash, which went absolutely everywhere. Right, where was I? Yeah, so Melanie, Candle in the Rain. Madness Keep Moving. From Oxfam in Fareham. Nielsen Early Times. From another charity shop in Fareham, An Evening with Ernie Wise and Eric Morecambe's Place. And from another charity shop in Fareham, Paul Moriat Sings the Beatles. Since showing this, I have been thankfully, and again can't remember who it was, name on the screen, but thank you. Paul Moriat is apparently a band leader, so that's the style it's going to be. From Slice of Vinyl, Eric Clapton's 461 Ocean Boulevard. Grace Jones' Island Life compilation. Joe Jackson Look Sharp. Joe Jackson Band Go Crazy Beat Crazy, something like that. I knew it was something like that. James Brown, The LP of JB, Sex Machine and Other Soul Classics. And James Brown and His Famous Flames, A Good Twistin'. Okay, then last two I unboxed last week. We have Prince's Sign of the Times. This is the peach vinyl. I'll quickly show you the peach vinyl of the album remastered. And then, I'm not going to open this. If you want to see this in more detail, have a look at the unboxing. Sign of the Times deluxe box set with 13 LPs and a DVD. So it contains the album on 2 LPs, single mixes and edits on 2 LPs, vault tracks over 6 LPs, and a live concert over 3. That's it. I knew it was 1, 2, over 3 discs, plus a live DVD. I've listened to it all. I haven't watched DVD yet. It is magnificent. Okay, so that is my September haul. October, quite a few pre-orders due, and various other odds and sods, and no doubt I'll pay a visit to the record shops at some point. Thank you for watching. Apologies for all the hoo-ha, but as I say, Willow's been in for an op today, so I'd like to say she's not herself, but she's causing as much mayhem as she normally does. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.